its currency. It's a call to rise. This channel is fast becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my Ace channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live. Good evening, viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a special report that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Analysts describe it as a blazing fusion of truth, transformation, and real estate revolution. My Ace channel is not just content, it's currency. It's a call to rise. This channel is fast becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my Ace channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live. Good evening, viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a special report that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your.
They are not orphans like me. Are we live? So you're welcome to today's live, the Uyo Surprise, as I promised you. We are right here in Cedar Peg Hotel, Uyo, Metama. And how many people made it through our barrier? Because our barrier said if you are not subscribed to this channel and you've been commenting before today, you're not qualified to come into this hall. Because coming into this hall, you're going to have a free dinner. And I don't know how much a meal costs here, but I'm sure it's above 15K. And then you are going to be the people that win our 30,000 today. So, and because I came in for a very special program in Umbo local government, I'm a youth empowerment enthusiast because I believe the youth are the engine room of productivity of Nigeria. And they are, with 70% of our population demography being youths, neglecting the youth is neglecting A. Should 70 still be A? Yes. So once you can't neglect 70, when I used to go to school, I know 70 was A. And I have, so we're going to Umbo local government, their Entrepreneurship Development Center. I was privileged to have been one of those that made a contribution to it. And so the inauguration, they've invited me to come and be part of the inauguration. I'll be here for a couple of days for that program. And because of that, I am joined this evening by my right. I have the SA to the Governor on Electronic Media, Patrick Edeke. I hope I got the surname right. Yes, you did. Yes. And then to my left, I have the Chief Press Secretary to the Mbo Local Government Chairman. What's the name again? Edet Abia. So you can imagine somebody in Uyo from Akwa Ibom State is answering Abia. That means if you are from Abia and you don't have somebody from Abia answering Akwa Ibom, you've not retaliated. So today is a special session because we want to reward our loyal fans. I'm only seeing 4 people there. Is it only 4 people? When are they coming? Tomorrow? Okay. So please, of the 4 people here, I've seen Nsikak Jack, I've seen Insi something, I've seen Ekong. Okay. This is Ekong Richie, Sabi? Then I've seen Ekong Emanuela. I've seen, what's your name? Okay, Nsikak Jack's brother. I don't know you online, so you are welcome offline. So, it's important, yes, it's important we encourage the youth. The reason I do what I do on YouTube is not just to give back, but to encourage you guys. Because the only way to encourage people is to be an example. So any of you can choose a topic you want us to talk about. And because we started late, we'll talk about it in 10 minutes. And then you guys can ask any questions, whether on the topic or anything at all. So ask your questions. As they're asking questions, you turn this camera to face them. So, I mean, who wants to give us a topic? Any topic, you must not Google your topic. Any topic you don't understand in life, it's not in Google. We are not in the classroom. So you guys should take note on YouTube, because I might be in your town anytime and I might be surprising you guys. And if you are not subscribed and your notification bell is on, you won't know what we are doing. So what topic?
Breaking the debt trap, how to recover and rebuild.
Debt,
Yeah.
as in debt.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. I like the way these people ask questions on this my YouTube channel. They sound more intelligent than me.
It should be.
Yes, I actually love to take on impromptu topics so that you can glean my experience, because most times I teach you guys on Facebook or YouTube. I try to use my experience, because that's one thing that AI can never have. AI might have all the knowledge in the world, but it won't have my experience. So I'm going to treat this in 5 simple subtopics or steps. You can see my note is blank for those that think we pre-recorded and pre-planned. I'm going to teach us why you are indebted, why debt. I'm going to teach us good debt, bad debt. There's actually good debt that you should be looking for, how to get into debt. I'm going to teach us when you should borrow. I'm going to teach us the danger of debt. And how to come out. And I'll recommend a book under how to come out. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do it under 5 subtopics. And I'm hoping each of those 5 will take maybe 2 minutes so that we can really answer your questions and go for dinner. All talk and no chop makes the mayor a buncombe. So you're welcome to today's topic has been chosen by Emanuela Ekong. And for choosing the topic, please take note, she's getting 30,000 naira for choosing an interesting topic, because she did owe her neighbor and she wants to know how to explain when she gets home. Don't worry, we'll help you. So the first thing is, why are you indebted? Why indebted? Please write this down. The only 2 words that define wealth is delayed gratification. If wealth could be reduced to 2 words, those 2 words would be delayed gratification. And if poverty could be reduced to 2 words, those 2 words would be instant gratification. And debt is worse than poverty. Poverty is that you get this water, you earned it. You can't go and plant this water to get you 10 more bottles in the next 10 months or 1 year. You drink the whole water today, you want instant gratification. You'll be poor. Wealth is that you get this water, instead of drinking this bottle of water, you take small and drink and go and plant the rest. And it will grow to 10 bottles of water, and then you can drink half or 1 then, and plant 9 again, because if 1 gave you 10 bottles, if you drink 1 after your harvest and plant 9, you're going to have 90 bottles. So while your neighbor that has been drinking his bottle has no bottle because he drinks it every day, he gets one. The one you got last year has gotten you 90 bottles in 2 years. But debt is worse than poverty. Debt, instead of instant gratification, is pre-instant gratification. Instant gratification is that you've earned the bottle, but you consume it all. Pre-instant gratification is that you have not earned the bottle, but because you are so longatrocious, for those that are not Nigerian, longatrocious is an English that shows that you have longer throat. You are so longatrocious that you go and borrow this bottle from your future that you are supposed to earn and drink it today. So you have not even earned the bottle, but you have drank the bottle. So why you are indebted is because you are poor below poverty. I don't know what to call that, but that's what I call it is goriness. Because I have a quote that says, it is a crime for you to eat your future. Because each time you earn money, the money you invest is called your future. They call it pay yourself first. Like now, if you invest 10% of all you earn, that 10% is your future. So, but when you eat everything, you have no future because you are eating your future. If you remember in the Bible, when 7 bad years were predicted, Joseph just said, if you save 20% of everything that comes during the year of abundance, you get through the year of dryness. So the 7 years of abundance provided a 7 years future for Egypt through 20% savings. So if you are not saving up to 20%, you don't have a future. But minimum requirement is 10% everywhere. So I said it is a crime if you eat all your future. But it is quite gory and gruesome if you borrow your future and eat it today. Because you go and now borrow the one you've not even seen and eat it today. So if you are not able to control your gratification, you should at least redirect your gratification. So the first thing to curing debt is translate your hunger for debt into your hunger for productivity. Let your hunger for debt make you do things you are not meant to do. Then we'll know you are really hungry for that thing you need. Like if you like to drink water, I really need a bottle of water. And as a graduate, you are supposed to work in a decent environment, in a blue-collar job or white-collar job to earn your living. But because no white-collar job has come and you don't want to go into debt, you go to the next block industry or to the next building site and carry block just because you want to buy water and you don't want to go into debt. And finally, for that why indebtedness, you are not afraid of sorrow. I wish, Nicholas, you videoed that poster we saw on the wall that says, the chase of poverty. How did he put it, Seth? The chase of poverty is what makes me to be rich or something. But I put it in a very funny way that if you don't listen attentively, you think I'm just playing with words. The chase of the cat is what makes the chase of the cheese by the rat to be more than just the chase of the cheese by the rat. Cheese is what rats eat. When they are chasing it, their speed is not as strong as when they are chasing that cheese and a cat is chasing them to eat the rat. You know the rat speed will double when you know he's dodging a cat. It will move faster to that cheese and collect the cheese and take off before the cat comes. But if there was no cat, it can catwalk. The rat can behave to be a cat, can pretend to be a cat and be catwalking towards the cheese because there is no danger coming behind. So one of the major reasons people borrow is because they are not afraid of sorrow. Because the oldest borrowing mantra in the world says, he who goes a borrowing goes a sorrowing. You're welcome, sir. Please come and show his face. The MD of the hotel where we are, Cedar Peg, has decided to join us live. And please, if you are in Uyo and you are not lodged in Cedar Peg Hotel, you are not lodged in a hotel, you are lodged in a guest house. Because this is the minimum standard for hotels. Every other thing a guest house, amen? Amen. So that's the MD. So if you are not afraid of sorrowing, and to show you from my experience, I never used to borrow for consumption because P2B's blood is in me. But because I borrowed in the beginning of business, which is the wrongest time to borrow when you are inexperienced, I will lose those money. And I went so much as sorrowing that I spent 2 months in Owerri State CID and 8 months in Owerri prison, the most congested prison in Nigeria, because I was owing 1.8 million. And guess what? I had lost 50 million naira in that transaction. 32 million naira of my money and 18 million of other people's money. But somebody I was owing just 1.8 arrested me. And out of sorrow, I refused to take bail. And in Nigeria, awaiting trial cell is 3 times worse than convict cells. Yes, if you spend a day in awaiting trial, it's almost like 1 week in the convict cell. The convicts live in hostels. For instance, in Owerri prison, we're supposed to be 16 in that cell. We're 94. And the 94 of us were using 1 toilet and 1 bathroom. So it was only in that place I know you can hold your shit. Before then, I knew they say, forever hold your peace. In weddings, I don't like that part of wedding where they say, if you have anything to say it now or forever hold your peace. If peace catch you, go no say to hold peace, no easy. But in that prison, I saw hell. And that was when I learnt the epiphany of the sorrow of borrowing. So that's all for why indebted. Then good debt, bad debt. Please, this is important. Any debt you are going to borrow for consumption is not just bad debt, it's terrible debt. Any debt you are going to borrow for emergencies is bad debt. I'm going to classify them in terrible, bad, and good. Anyone you borrow for consumption is terrible. If you borrow for emergencies, it's bad. If you borrow to start a business, it's bad. But any debt you borrow, when you have already started a business and you are sure it's already paying and you have confirmed its payment, and you have a track record of how it pays, and you borrow to leverage on the business payment, is good debt. So only established businesses that have a pattern of profit and return are qualified for good debt. That's all for good debt, bad debt. When you should borrow, I already answered that. When you should borrow is when you already understand the business. Like, I started real estate in 7 years ago, and I have not borrowed a dime till today. The first debt I want to take is a foreign debt, and is a single-digit debt, and is a long-term debt, because I have gotten over the risky part of the business that have de-risked the business. I have bought the land. I have the design for the estate. I even have off-takers that want to buy the estate. But those off-takers, if we have infrastructure on the estate, infrastructure is road, street light, and other things, the land they are supposed to buy 50 million, they will probably buy it 100 million because all those things are there. But if those things are not there and you promise them to do the things, they might not pay you the money. So because that money now to do the infrastructure is what we are borrowing, because those infrastructure will increase the value of the land and we can still pay back for the infrastructure because the land has already been acquired and has a C of O. So when to borrow is when there is no risk, when you are sure, and when you are so sure that you can bet your sleep on it, because borrowing that goes wrong will rob you of your sleep. So if you don't like sleep, borrow when you are not sure. If you like sleep, borrow when you are so sure that even if dollar turns to 1 billion naira per dollar, you still deliver on that borrow. Then borrow and borrow. Don't borrow 100% of whatever you're doing. Borrow an equity. Number 4, the danger of debt. Apart from the sorrow of debt, the greatest danger of debt is deeper hole syndrome. Deeper hole syndrome. When you are in a hole and you want to come out, will digging help you come out? If you are in a 6-foot hole and you dig another 1 foot, will you come out? You are going deeper. And that's the danger of debt, because debt is the antithesis of the compound interest. If you have listened to my live stream, I always talk about the compound interest that Albert Einstein said is the 8th wonder of the world. Compound interest is what helps you to create wealth. Negative compound debt is what helps you to create inescapable poverty. Yes. You're welcome.
Man is called North-South because he has played politics from the north to the south.
Kaji House are not.
Eh?
You're welcome.
And then, 2, he's also a member of our
Thank you.
coffee club here in the hotel.
Oh,
Yes. And
you're welcome.
Apart from that, he's an astute
please, you can sit.
politician.
Okay.
And he's a man of many deals.
He sounds.
Like what we are talking now, like what we are doing now,
Yes.
he will listen to you. If you want him to move forward for you, he will do it.
I'm glad you are here.
That's why I have to call him to come.
I
Yes, sir.
The only thing I like more than deals is the deal that has paid. You're welcome.
He will be paid.
Please meet
Yes.
2 of our members.
Yes.
That one there, the man over there,
Yes.
is a former House of Assembly member,
Okay.
some member of the House.
Wow. You're welcome, sir.
I'm at the SSA to the governor. And I do what you say.
Creative. Oh, you're welcome. Good.
Creative industry. That's good.
And then my friend, right honorably, is only 12. That's his name. And these other gentlemen here,
You're welcome.
these are the only 2 members of the club that are here.
You're welcome. My name is ACECHINA. I'm the mayor of housing, and I came for Mbo local government because I was part of their entrepreneurship development center. And yes, I donated some equipment, but I came because without the youth that will benefit from that, the equipment is useless. So I want to sponsor a couple of youths that will start using those equipment. And if I can get 20 people out of poverty in Akwa Ibom State, those of you that are now of the state, I'm from Anambra State and I live in Port Harcourt. So those of you that are here, you should do more than 20. So I've come here to challenge you. Yes. And we are live on YouTube. I have a thriving YouTube channel, and every Sunday by 6, I do a live stream where I teach young people on live business and success on any topic they choose. And after I teach them, I get to answer their questions. And normally I ask questions. The 10 people that answer correctly get 30,000 each. But today, because outsiders to benefit, so the few people that are here, they'll ask questions and they'll still get 30,000, and I'll still buy them dinner in Cedar Peg Hotel.
Let me also ask another thing.
Yes.
How long are you staying here?
I'm here till Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes, because the program at Imbo is on Tuesday.
Okay, so that means tomorrow you are free.
I'm very free for you.
Can I get the real business-oriented, or should I say those who want to do business?
Yeah, because we have a round table tomorrow by what time? 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Yes, here. Here.
Beautiful.
So, and I want to host the creme de la creme of the core business people. So please, I would like you to
How
get
far
them.
have you gone with that?
Yes, we've gotten like 15 persons for now.
15 percent. By tomorrow, I will give you more than that.
Please.
Yes, sir.
We need that.
That's where you come in.
No problem.
Yes, let's get young entrepreneurs around us to come for this painting.
Okay, sir.
And irrespective of where they live, just get them into the job.
What classes of person are we looking at?
We're looking at high networked individuals that can drive property investment. Because Akwa Ibom is behind in property development in Nigeria. There are very few estates. In fact, the fact that Ewet housing is still like an estate and shelter.
Yes, it's gone well.
When you just hear shelter and Ewet, it's as if it has finished. So we want people that can drive a vision. We are coming. That's why I want to. The people I'm discussing with tomorrow is to tell you the vision and then to feel your pulse, whether if I come in, I'll have 12 disciples or I'll be alone. If I'll be alone, Kawasaki shall be my case.
You will not be alone. Because I had earlier discussed with your friend there,
Yes.
and I said, for a man like
Please
you,
get them water.
for a man like you to come in here, at least you should get some people around. You see, like in Lagos, what is happening in Lagos right now is that you as an investor, you don't come with everything.
Exactly.
The man there, his land, and
Exactly.
come and build on this land.
Exactly.
When you finish building, take your own, leave my own.
Exactly.
And in fact, the whole thing is growing in Lagos.
Yes.
So
I started that in,
government.
I championed that in Abuja. It's called joint venture.
That's good. And then that tomorrow, I think I will also call the executive director of Harcourt State Investment Corporation.
Beautiful.
I will call him to come here.
I actually came with a hamper for him, so I would like to see him
No, I'll
tomorrow.
bring him as my personal friend.
Beautiful.
I'll bring him here.
If he's in the meeting, I'll be very glad.
Yes. And then I will also try to bring in the commissioner for information.
Beautiful.
So that is there now? Yes.
Good.
Okay. After that, I will bring him.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, you guys on YouTube, you can see play. Akwa Ibom is taking the lead. I was thinking I'll be in other states, but the way Akwa Ibom is going, it's as if he's only here, I'll be coming. So in conclusion, the final thing is how to come out of debt. Before we get to that, the dangers of debt is the whole digging syndrome. The whole digging syndrome is that you are in a hole. Instead of a ladder to climb out, you are thinking that if you dig deeper, you will come out. So instead of coming out, you are going deeper and deeper. How does it happen in debt? You know, when we speak for English, it go hard. It's simply borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, because you borrowed from Peter and told him, I'll pay you next week. Next week, don't reach. Peter, they worry you. You don't get money to pay Peter. You can't go borrow from Paul again. And maybe Peter's money you borrowed at 5%. Paul didn't agree 5%, but because you are desperate to pay Peter, you agreed 10% from Paul. You have just increased the stake against you from 6 feet to 7 feet, because 5% to 10%. You see how the thing is going down. That's why so many of you borrow money from these app companies. It's sweet when you are borrowing it, but you don't think about the interest, because borrowing is compound interest working against you. Investing is compound interest working for you. And for Albert Einstein to say compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, it means it's so powerful, you can't beat it. So when you are owing and you borrow again, you have just added to the whole. Write this down. Never borrow again when you are owing. Because each borrowing you borrow on top of borrow is more hole you are borrowing. Thank God there's a word called to borrow a hole. You are borrowing more into the hole and going deeper. And there's a time you borrow and borrow. That's why some people, there's a man, my PA will tell you, a man committed suicide in Abuja some years back just because he was owing so many people and he had collected money for a business that failed and he didn't know where to start. I ended up committing suicide. I only feel his pain because I didn't go to prison because owing was a crime. Owing is not a crime in Nigeria, it's a civil offense. And I didn't go to prison because I was forced to, I was given bail. I went to prison because the sorrow of people calling me on phone every day and calling me a 419, a thief. God, go punish your papa if you don't give me my money. Those threats was more punishing than prison. Prison was more peaceful to me than that stress. I rested in prison. But when I was resting, I started reading and my brain reset. So the danger of debt is you'll be tempted to borrow, to pay, borrow. And when you borrow, to pay, borrow, you sink deeper into that hole digging syndrome that you keep digging and wonder why you are going deeper in the hole. And how to come out of debt. This is the hard part now. If you don't listen to this part, everything I've said today is a waste. After all these things, now how do you come out of debt? Number one, know that your creditors will not kill you. The first thing, my greatest mistake when I was in debt is because I've been a righteous guy that has never owed or failed. My words have never failed. So when my business failed and my words failed, it was as if the ground should open, let me enter, and these people are going to kill me if I don't pay them their money. That desperation shuts down your brain to think, and you begin to do stupid things. So the first thing you need to do is to know that your creditors will not kill you. When you know that, you now do the next second most important thing. First of all, no, they will not kill you. Second, be courageous enough to tell them the truth. One of the greatest things that kills us when we are owing is to want to sell false hope to the person you are owing, because you know he wants hope. He will tell you, okay, if you don't have the money, when exactly, that word exactly, when exactly are you going to pay? You don't know. Instead of telling him, I don't know, you now say, just give me 1 week. Where you see money 1 week time? So lying to buy time or lying to ease pressure is the worst. It's like that whole digging syndrome in lying. Borrowing on top of borrowing is digging your hole financially. Lying on top of borrowing is digging your hole emotionally. So the second thing you must do is have the courage to tell them the truth that, Oga, I don't lose that money. I know they do anything. In fact, if you get clothes to wash, I'll come to your house, come to wash your car and your clothes. No hope, nothing. Face the truth. If the truth is that they are expecting their money next week and it's going to be next year, it's better they quarrel and insult you today when you tell them it's next year than you now tell them next week. Do you know how many next week will lead to next year? 52. And the person will be telling me, last week you told me this week. In fact, you even be annoying them more. So have the courage to say the truth. Number 3, have the courage to write your debt on paper. If there's no clarity, sometimes you are owing Peter, Paul, Edidion, and Kaite. In your head, all this money is maybe 100,000, don't pay everything. But when you calculate, you see that it's 175. So have the courage to write your debt down. I didn't have that courage till almost, it took me 5 years to have the courage to calculate all my debt. And before that 5 years, until I had bulk money. And when I had the bulk money, I thought the money would pay everybody. When I now wrote down, I saw the money only paid half, but I was happy that I had the courage because I was owing so much. I don't want to get BP by writing, I don't get money. But if you write it, you get the clarity to plan on how to get it. And you now have the clarity to answer you. Creditors are very troublesome people. Most times they know you don't have the money, but they are trying your integrity to hear what you say. I am a chronic debtor, so I can tell you. They want to hear, okay, what are you saying? If you just say next week Wednesday and next week Wednesday come, they will now be using what you said against you. But you said, so write it down so that before you promise, you'll be sure. Number 4, have the courage to go below your level to start earning money. What it means is that I'm the mayor of housing, I'm owing, and housing project is not working. If I see where they are selling washing cars in my street, I can start washing from there first. And if I wash car for 5K a day, I can start saving 2K every day or 3K. So that end of month, even if I'm owing 10 million and I pay somebody 100,000, something don't start. And that's the next step. Never be ashamed to start paying small. That one killed me for years. Hey, I'm owing you 1 million. I say, how will I go and tell him I only have 50,000? The man will think I'm not serious. Let me wait until the money reach 500,000. Before you know it, the 50,000, another thing will take it. So when you are, the 5th step, never be ashamed to start paying small. They will say, you are owing me 1 million. You are bringing only 50,000. What is this? Don't be ashamed. Start there, because if you are keeping the 50,000, the devil is very cunning. One day the money don't reach 200,000. God forbid somebody will now be sick in your family or there's one emergency. You don't go. You are back to zero. Then final step before my MD comes in. If you are not afraid to pay small, the final step is borrowing is a lack of discipline. Find ways to build your integrity while you lost your discipline. You borrowed because you lack discipline. Don't also lose integrity. Integrity and discipline are the 2 legs on which every good, civilized, matured, good human being stands on. If one leg break, which is lack of discipline, don't allow the second leg break, which is lack of integrity. So whatever you do, don't ever allow your creditors push you to swear for them, to insult them, to lie to them, to dodge them, or to do any negative thing because you want to pay. Some women go into prostitution because they want to pay. Some guys go into 419 because they want to pay. Some guys go into stealing because they want to pay. If you allow your lack of discipline steal your integrity, it has stolen everything from you. Nothing is left. And if you can make, in sales, if you can make the person buying from you appreciate you so much that they tell you thank you after buying from you, you are exceptional. In debt, if you can make the person you are owing tell you that I know you've not paid me, but at least I know you are trying and you've been honest, you have won. So don't ever lose your 2 legs. One leg is integrity, one leg is discipline. If you lose the 2, you are lost forever. Thank you very much, my MD. There ends the end of my sermon.
Actually, a very good sermon.
Yes.
The point of interest was when you said that your creditor would not kill you.
Yes.
In fact, your creditor would rather pray for you to leave.
Exactly.
Because I know that there are so many bank executives, the moment their heavy debtors are not okay, They can even offer to fly them to anywhere.
Yes.
Just for them to survive. To come back in order to pay the debt.
Exactly.
So it is a very good topic, and I appreciate you for that. But you see, people are very quick to borrow.
Yes.
But when it comes to payment, very slow.
Yes.
And like you rightly said, it is always good to know what you are doing, whether that thing you want to borrow will be enough for you to frame that business, and then you go from it and you pay your debt. You see, that's where that discipline you have spoken about comes in. If you are not disciplined enough with money, money will fly away from you.
Yes.
That is one good thing. You go and borrow money to do a business. Then in the case of a man, you see a beautiful girl, I've arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Bit by bit, that money will finish.
Exactly.
That girl will finish the money, and you'll just be there. And the moment that money is not there, you are gone.
Yes.
You
Nicholas, where are you?
Yes. So that is...
Is the camera on his face?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is one thing I can say here, because somebody once said that woman day, when money day.
Yes.
When money no day,
Woman go.
So for those who are involved in business, guide your business and your money jealously.
Exactly. Once your business cannot make profit without borrowing, don't borrow.
Yes, don't borrow.
You don't borrow to start a business. You don't borrow to speculate a business. You don't borrow to stabilize a business. You borrow to expand a business that is already succeeding. Like now, I know I'm going to Oron tomorrow, and I've been hearing of Oron crayfish. And maybe I see one bag of Oron crayfish that is 100,000 in Oron, and I take it to Port Harcourt and I sell it 150, and I go again and I notice I've done it for 6 months and it's working. And I know that somebody in Port Harcourt tells me he needs 100 bags of crayfish, and I have money for only 1 bag. And I ask him, can you pay advance for 20 bags and write me a check for the balance? And he says, yes. That extra money I need to buy the bags, I'll now meet my MD here and say, I have a buyer already. See check. What I need is the money. Don't even give me the money. Follow me to Oron. When they load the crayfish, pay the crayfish owner. Follow me to Port Harcourt. When we offload, they pay me, you collect your money and go. Instead of losing that business, because it's a business I'm already doing. But I don't know anything about crayfish and Oron. And this one, I just came to Mbo. They say we are going tomorrow to go and see Oron. I'll just call my friend, oh boy, Monica, because it's money. Borrow me 100,000. I'll buy crayfish. And maybe tomorrow is the off day in Oron. Instead of 100,000, they sold it 200,000. And I got to Port Harcourt. Instead of 250, they are now pricing me 150. And I've lost 50,000 already from the money I borrowed from Monica. Has the hole not started? Has the sorrow not started? Why? Because I was not proficient in that business before I borrowed. So you only borrow to expand, not to start, and not to speculate. So do we have any questions? Because I didn't know that this thing will be long like this. Because that dinner, I want us to go and eat the dinner. Can this live continue at the restaurant, or should they bring the food here? I want them to see that beautiful restaurant. What do you think, MD?
It's okay.
Do we go to the restaurant, or
Yes,
do we?
yes.
Do you guys have any questions before we go and eat? Because I know you want to impress these people that you are intelligent.
You can sit with them on the round table.
Okay. So let's go for dinner. No, continue. Continue. Carry the camera, the tripod. Continue. Help him carry so that I want those people on YouTube to get the longer truth of the dinner. At least let them see the restaurant before we go off. Yes, you can buy only that. It's called a Euro box.
The cake for the woman is ready.
Yes. Where is it?
She wanted to bring. Okay.
Let's do it at the restaurant. She should bring it there. This is my first MD. Okay, when we get to the restaurant, I'll introduce my first millionaire on my YouTube channel. My first
Good evening,
public
viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a special report that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Analysts describe it as a blazing fusion of truth, transformation, and real estate revolution. My ACECHINA is not just content, it's currency and the believers. So tonight, as we go off in destinies and selling the soil beneath your future, analysts urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my ACE channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live. Good evening, viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a special report that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Analysts describe it as a blazing fusion of truth, transformation, and real estate. Is not just content, it's currency. It's a call to rise. This channel is fast becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my ACE channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live. Good evening, viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a special report that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Analysts describe it as a blazing fusion of truth, transformation, and real estate revolution. My Ace channel is not just content, it's currency. It's a call to rise. This channel is fast becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my Ace channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live. Good evening, viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a special report that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Analysts describe it as a blazing fusion of truth, transformation, and real estate revolution. My Ace channel is not just content, it's currency. It's a call to rise. This channel is fast becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my Ace channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live. Good evening, viewers. We interrupt regular programming for a scene minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Channel is fast becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to that's rapidly gaining national and global attention. A new voice is rising, shifting minds, shaping destinies, and selling the soil beneath your future. Analysts describe it as a blazing fusion of truth, transformation, and real estate revolution. My Ace channel is not just content, it's currency. It's a call to rise. This channel is becoming a headquarter for the bold, the broken, the builders, and the believers. So tonight, as we go off air, we leave you with one urgent instruction. Subscribe and stay tuned to my Ace channel now. Don't just watch history, own it. This is Alimat Lawal reporting live.
of that daily 20,000 win 1 million naira. We've done it for 4 months now, and I'm happy to announce that you have in your midst I think the third winner. Yes, you won for the month of July, Abby? August, yes. So he's the one that won the highest comment for August, and he's my third millionaire for that channel. We started in June. So his name is Nsikak Jack. Stand up, let them see that you're a millionaire.
So you are partnering with your mom. So for now, what is the gross earning of that business? I pay on a monthly basis.
Well, sometimes it's about 200K a month. Yes, depending on how
The market.
the market is.
What's the market? Profit. How much the profit?
That's about 100.
100.
Yes. Depending on how the market is for the month.
Since the time that you were doing
Are you still videoing? Are you getting him?
you collected the money, are you looking at the business growing or it's just there?
Yes, I'm looking at the business growing.
Yeah.
Because normally it's not, if we are going into any venture, you don't expect that venture to remain the same. So that was why when I got the money, I said, let me also invest into that business to see how far I can go. So I look at something that can grow in the future.
That's fine.
Thank you, sir.
And we have good news. I was busy. You can sit. I was busy in September, so the winner for September, we've not announced it, is a lady. And we have a winner in October as of yesterday. So we are announcing 2 winners this week that we are going in. And the September winner, because we are paying her late, we have a huge compensation that will shock her. Shocking people with goodwill is one of my talents, and that's why we have to shock the celebrants by standing up and singing for her. So I'll do my MD the honors of what to spell, and she'll cut her cake, then we'll sing happy birthday to her. So hold your knife. MD, over to you.
What do you want the MD to do?
Tell her what to spell or do for her to cut the cake.
Beautiful. It's very good to be here.
Yes.
And for me, today being the 2nd of November, and then my very energetic GM is celebrating her birthday, it is something that gathers on our mind. So my celebrity GM, that is the name you are called now, because you hosted Davido. Yes, and Davido was very much impressed.
Wow. Please, let's clap for her. To host the video is not easy.
So I think for this cake there, me personally, I will give it also.
Yes.
And then I thank God for the gentleman there coming in there and being so generous as to offer a cake to celebrate your birthday is something very, very great. Sir, you're a good man.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
At the count of 1 to 5, I'll count from 5 downward. By the time I get to 0, you can cut the cake. And then when you cut the cake, I think we should all sing for her.
Yes.
Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Instead of how old, I thought we should sing, how tall are you now? 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 8 feet. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip, hip! Hooray! Yes. You're welcome. Congratulations. Please, the wine is yours. Enjoy yourself.
Congratulations.
Have you taken our orders? Please, and somebody should help you so that while you are taking orders, somebody is processing the order. So I think we should round up with those that are with us live. We have 4 people here, and they are taking 30,000 home. We still have 6. We still have 6 people that didn't come today. So please, if you are online, and you can remember what I said about the hole. There was something I said about the hole. That's how I put it, something syndrome. If you can say it the way I said it in the video, the first 6 people to say it. I hope my wife is watching. Please, baby, get me the list of the first 6 people that will get the correct answer of that thing I said about hole and digging. The first 6 people that will get it will get 30,000. I will complete our 10 people for the day. Emanuela Ekong is walking home with an extra 30,000 for choosing our topic. So she's getting 60,000. So that will be that about that. We wouldn't want to atrociously keep you guys live. We'll continue when my wife gives me the result, and then your town might be the next surprise. Watch out for this channel. If you've not subscribed and turned on your notification bell, you are taking a risk